Good morning, all. This is Fadi Hamzi. And quick audio check, first of all. I want to make sure we're good there. A little bit in a rush, forgot to ask. Are we good? Okay, I guess Hamid can hear me. There we go. All right, good, good. Yes. All right, good. It's 8:34 a.m. It's Wednesday, October 13th, 2021. This is the first of our repackaged, if you will, or categorized. I'll give you very quickly background there, and we go in. Listen, we're exploding at the seams. That's the problem, is because of technology. What we did 2 years ago on the DMZ, demilitarized zone, we have only our supreme leaders to thank. Supreme Leader Kim, Supreme Leader Trump. When they walked across the DMZ line in North Korea after he was going back from Hanoi, it hit me. That's what we got to do. Call these two lines the demilitarized zone. And let's see, we have it probably somewhere in here. I don't know where we have it. There we go. There we go. These two lines, okay, in a very, very primitive way. So when that happened, I said, how are we going to, how are we going to capitalize on it? Little and I we're going to be here. We did it first for the happy experts, with giving you this stuff. Let's see, the watch list that gives you a source for you using DMZ stuff. You can see that, and of course the charts of it, which is this. I'll put it on different screens so you can tell me. That's how I'm picking this trade. Why do you think we're hitting 9% a month on the options? Steady. And we haven't revved up yet. I've been busy with a bunch of other stuff. Is this whole technology, the DMZ, the center, plus or minus ATR, and then obviously our color coding. That's where our AI came in. So we did that first for the scanner. Then we put it together of how, from actual trading it, how are we going to apply to options? We launched the options. We had to change. Option strategies because he was not very comfortable with TradeStation. So I kicked in myself on Admiral with the help of Peter and Peter Cook, our moderator in NQ, and also Nancy Scott, my Airbus. You've seen what's done. So that was number two problem right there. And we're building this equity curve. You'll see as we go forward. The data is amazing. Just look at the stats and take a look. And we have all the backups. Everything shows here what the closing trades are. So on and so forth. It's going to be updated. We update twice a month. You can see what it's done. 11,000 from July July 7th, I think. And it's amazing. The previous strategy was good too. Mark Caffrey. He did okay, but it was a little bumpy. I just don't like it bumpy, that's all. I'm on a decent Sharpe ratio. All right. That was two. Number three is the strategy stuff we did, and I don't know where that's running here. I have no clue. Yeah, no, my purpose is not that. We've been busy. I apologize. So to fit that, we got to cut back. I learned one thing from John Bollinger years ago, one of my mentors down in South Bay area of Southern California. You can't have too many products and keep a good job at it. So let the market tell you. Okay, people come in and start using it. If it's got acceptance, it'll have it has it will get traction. And those who don't, now our problem is with Timer Digest. The Timer Digest issue we have is that let me go back here. The Timer Digest issue we have is they're not operational. So we have to figure out something different. I don't want to be ranking myself. That's not kosher. I need others ranking me, saying how good or bad or lousy I am. But let others tell me, not. And of course, here we go. This is the problem. There's no ranking after this. This is the last issue. Okay. If you look at this thing, this is 7, I think 02, I think it is. It's on the what do you call it? It's on the product page here. I'm sorry, let me go here quickly. So you understand what I'm doing here. I'm just wanting to explain this thing. There we go. 704, that's the last issue. Dated January 20th, inauguration day. Okay? And of course, that's I don't know when they're gonna come back. They answer our emails. They take our trades. We tell them what the bias changes are. We have kept up with that, but we've not heard back from them. It's a data issue. I feel that. I was in the same boat with the Stuart thousand analytics before he went with Arca and Public and all that good stuff. So having said that, I understand that. So I'm being patient, but you have to be practical. So one of the things we may cut back would be PMT. But what I've done is that I changed it. I dropped the new membership coming in to 33 months only, and I even reduced the price. Okay, you get prepared for that. But we're going to concentrate on OTF like we're doing with this system. Options, it's really now it's getting greased and it's getting good, and then of course the indicators that support all of that. Okay. Having said that, we're going to be doing this is not market timing, but just a review for my traders, for people on our system. Loyal or unloyal doesn't matter. We just want to make you back to keep track of what the market is doing, especially this time. This is the sweet part of the market. I think would be useful. Okay. Now, what we do in the mornings on the morning brief it was every morning, but we got to do it weekly. We did a little update like this, very quick, shorter. Believe me, next Wednesday won't be this long for this part. And then we would do econ calendar. We're going to take a look at that real quickly because we were all impacted by it. Okay, Now, yesterday I talked a little bit in the chat, just out of my notes about JOLTS. We talked about that. But upcoming, what we said CPI is coming up. So let's see what CPI did this morning. That's 8:30. Right now, this is a big thing. To taper or not to taper, right? So, okay, 0.3, 0.5, kind of. You know, it's a little bit more than all these guys talking heads want, but you know what? What do they know, right? Or for that matter, what do we know? Nothing. You know, we have a lot of opinions. That's all. Okay, it dropped down. Yeah, if you look at 8:30, we dropped. We were up about 8-9 handles. Now we're at neutral. On here's what my overnight is. I look at it this way. This is on usually throughout the night. If I need to stop by, just take a look. Come to my office here. I work from home and see what it is. So we're about neutral. We were up there at 2 sigma. Remember, it's all about sigma. This is a natural order of vibration in the market. And I thank John Bollinger for pushing us there. I wish he had done a little bit more on his own analytics, but he and I, we have a long conversation on that a couple of times over some shish kebabs and McAllen on the Manhattan Beach and mainly I think also Marina Del Rey area. There's a good restaurant there that takes care of me. I would have him as my guest there. But this is what he worked on. I think if you look carefully, and you've seen that I've talked to you guys before, it's the whole vibration that matters. I went to 4 sigma. The dash is 4 sigma. The critical parts are 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2. You got to plot 1. And so, yeah, you have to be. Once you're first to the space, the problem is you have to also build the rules. It's not easy. You have to build the trading rules. There's nobody else there. Nobody's going to help you. How do you think Microsoft came up? Nobody helped them. They had to build certain rules and build it. Now, I don't like some of their practices. We're not going to do that here, but that's how things go. Hi, Valentine. Welcome, sir. Anyhow, so the problem we have now is this is edging up a little bit. Oil is up. Or we at peak America. I don't know. Houses, very expensive. Some mortgages, people could not qualify. I mean, that's what vibe I'm getting in a city like this in Naples. I'm in Naples, Florida. So, fourth highest county in net worth. Not necessarily income, because they made their income. They're retired. In net worth. Okay, so, yeah. If you drive a Lambo, you're average guy. Let me give you that one. The soup guy, the soup Nazi down here drives a Lambo. Okay, so that gives you perspective. Bullard is speaking today. Okay, I'm sorry, that's tomorrow. Let's see. I got ahead of myself. I always look at what the other speakers are from the Fed. Michelle Bowman, she's a board of governors member. She's not one of the local, not local, but regional Fed banks. Baynard. He was, I think, Fed vice chair last year. Anyhow, I'm not too crazy about the NBA. What else? 30-year bond, guys. 1 p.m. today. 1 p.m. today. We're going to watch that. I'm sorry. Wait a second. What? You know what? I don't know what I'm not sure what I'm drinking. Okay. Why did I yesterday keep on saying FOMC minutes? That's today. Sorry, guys. It's a blur. I'm sorry. The last few weeks have been a blur. A lot of stuff. Yeah. Back testing. A lot of code. By the way, we did solve that issue on that exit that keeps a lot of money back. At least I've theoretically back tested what's needed. Now it's going to be put into the system. We'll probably have an update today or maybe tomorrow. Okay. Jobless claims coming up tomorrow. Yeah. Come on. Okay. The number is this is key. 344. Okay, the moving average. All right. That PPI, we're gonna watch that. Not crazy about EIA. By the way, we stopped doing CL. Just no traction. John Williams, a Fed. He's the second guy at Fed in terms of power. He runs New York Fed. Kind of a sharp cookie. I understand. Barkin runs Richmond, and Hacker is Philadelphia. Yeah. So they're a little bit again. They're getting involved. You can see they come in waves. Bullard, Mr. Dove himself, and then Williams. Rick Count. Retail sales Friday. Big one. Okay, retail sales. You got that bond settlement. So that's our current econ calendar. We'll review once a week moving forward. Next, let's go over charting here. Time is 11. Keep track of my time. Okay, 8:45. I'm trying to finish this by 9, half an hour. If you have questions, we go a little bit over. That's fine. Okay. The introduction took a little bit longer than I expected. I talk too much. I know that. Okay, here's the timing chart. So this is as of last night. I'm actually looking at this positively. I am. Not that I'm basically a bullish guy. Okay, I'm bullish on America. I've always been. That's why I came here. I'm a citizen by choice. So most of you guys are here by default. Don't forget that. Okay, and I was driven. This is a great country. But what I see here, we have a lot of problems. I understand that. But let's cut the noise. Look at the data. Every plot point here is a vote of your pocket, or your neighbor's pocket, or your cousin's pocket, or a stranger pocket, but in the country. You reach in your pocket, you say, I want to buy this, I'm going to sell that. It's a vote you gave. Right now, look at how advanced decline is moving in the context of McClellan oscillator. Okay. Look at Breadth Trust. Look at the formation here we have on CI. I know this is a little bit shaky there, but I learned one thing from this great Steve Schulman, advisor Soros, and technical analysis of the year for institutional investor for 10 years in a row. And Jeff DeGraff, his protege, who wrote my first chapter of my book, always on CNBC. He runs RenMac. If you don't follow him, go to LinkedIn and follow Jeff DeGraff. I mean, you won't believe what these guys do. Okay. He taught me one thing, Steve Schulman, and he's now retired in Arizona, but he's on PMT list, by the way. He follows PMT, so that's an honor for me. He said the market will. He said at times where you scratch your head. And this is 40 years on Wall Street, okay, at Merrill and Lehman, and he left Lehman like in 2000, way before any trouble. Yeah, he said, listen, and then he was a vice chairman of AmeriCap Advisors. He said, market will go up a wall of worry. But everybody is very upset and nervous. Don't worry. Stay the course. Look at your indicators. Trust them and follow up. Market will go up a wall of worry. So we're beginning to build that. Also, we're seeing a little bit of a potential divergence, especially this push down. So as long as we don't test these areas, that is, my line in the sand would be around 42.75 area, 42.75. As long as we don't test that, get a little close. Hopefully, we bounce today up. We got stuff going. Friday is going to be crucial. Retail sales. Okay, that has a lot to do with our economy, how we move forward these days. Canaries. Hello, Murray. Okay, let me go. Let's go a little bit inside. Okay, let's go inside. DT is back. Okay, hello, Murray. To me, this is the charts. If I was going to look at anything, it was in transportation. Why? Because we care about the economy. Well, who tells us what the economy looks like? Look at that kiss coming up between the 50 and 200. Okay? Look at the D-trenders beginning to pull up. This is the DT chart, D-trender. The trender is the difference between the close and moving average of those closes over X number of bars back. This is 50. This is 200. Look at it. And this is how you quit. You watch for death cross or birth cross, if you will. This was a birth cross. Okay. As long as this is a kiss, it's not death cross, we got a game to the upside. Now, seasonality. We talked about it in the chat room many, many, many times because we have done these. We used to do this like twice a week, 3 times a week. Remember? Go to YouTube. You'll see our YouTube channel. Okay. What is important is, and this was when I look at our videos. Okay, so we have plenty there for you to look at and follow. So I lost the train of my thought for a second. Oh, well, I've always said that for me, for SPX to go up, Transposition has to lead or stay, not give up. If Transposition gives up, we're in trouble. Look where it gave up. Of course, now you saw some trouble coming. There's a lag there. So much of our economy is now remote. There's a huge transportation component. I'm not talking about you ordering something out of state. You always did. No. I'm talking about even local stuff has become remote, because of COVID, bunch of other stuff. And also, you don't have all the services you want everywhere now. Now they're more centralized, and we ship. It's called fulfillment concept. So I get my groceries from Amazon. Now, that groceries are regional. I said that, but look at all the boxes we need. So we don't even. I'm not saying manufacturing. There's only one Samsung. No, but I'm talking about distribution. I don't go to Best Buy. I just go to Amazon, and they deliver. So there's a component building. We use more electricity. Look how many electronic gadgets we all have. I'm a gadget junkie. I've got 5, 6, 7 chargers per room. I swear. I mean, it's a disaster. I know. But with different things that I need. So these all add electricity. Somebody's going to deliver that too, remember. So it all adds up. So I have to watch transportation. The construct is crucial. I wish it had a decent ETF. I don't see it. Russell, that's for NASDAQ. That's the story of NASDAQ. This is the high beta stock. So I think NASDAQ is going to still slightly lag, but I'm still positive on that. We got earnings coming up. Let's see how the earnings do. We have a slew of earnings this week. By the way, Goldman reports on the 15th. We gotta watch that baby. Okay. SP1 Momo. Okay. The reason this thing was delayed also, there was a data issue. It turned out there wasn't. It wasn't TradeStation. It was Fari Hemsley issue. Some of this stuff is so protected on a different login, it was not responding. And I forgot. I mean, this thing has worked for me 13, 21, 14 years almost. 14 years. I forgot how to set up and what's the encryption. And this has a different encryption that cannot be used by anybody else, such as myself. This is SP1, this is Momo. Momo comes here. So I didn't have this thing plotted. This plot was empty. You guys heard me probably getting upset with the TradeStation. And they said, Fari, we turned it on. And they were right. There was a schmuck called Fari Hemsley. If you open the Yiddish dictionary, my face is there. It's been there for a few centuries. Yeah. So, anyhow, we went to 2 sigma there. Forget the scale. 2 sigma there, dropped down to 3 sigma, bounced off, retested, coming back up. Again, same situation we're in. As long as we hold on this, and this is usually a very good buy, -10. It doesn't happen often. Okay, let's do this. It doesn't happen often. This was last year. This was just nerve-wracking. Yeah, we go to that number that early. There's a lot bad news coming after that. And I know one of my friends here, Cigar Bar, is a fairly decent guy in terms of net worth. He says, Fari, that's the law I'm buying. I said, shut the blank off, okay? I said, you don't look at what I'm looking at. Because we won't understand this anyway. So but I just said, listen. The wife made the money, not him. That's fine. I said, listen, Jimmy, take it easy, okay? I'll tell you where the bottom is. Anyhow, and he had no hedge on. Yeah, that was steady. I mean, nerve. The impact was body. The account came back. The retirement money was. This is mid 7. No. Low 8 digits. The account came back, but during the process, he ended up in the hospital. No, other issues too, heart and overweight. So no exercise. His exercise have another cigar. His exercise go to he went to get another cigar, and he smokes like 6 in the morning. He's just killing himself. Anyhow, no mas. Okay, so this is holding up the system. Oh, Murray, hold on, Murray. 1 second. Let's get this thing. Is it not active? Let's see what the system there is. That is on. Why am I not triggering it? That's off. That's on. Is it this one that I need? Hold on. Look, I don't know where the system is not kicking in. I'm sorry. That's a weekly. There's got to be a buy somewhere in here. Okay, I don't know where that's wrong. I know the other system is running. Yeah, I have to find that. I have no idea why this is not. Oh, it could be the same thing. It could be permission of that login. My bad. Okay, but we'll get it fixed. We'll look into that. Okay, it's probably the same problem here. It just doesn't show the system itself has a trigger. Yeah. Because they're for protection. Yeah. Anyhow, all I know is this. Let me go on the other system here. Hold on. What do you have here? Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't show either. I turn it off so it doesn't cloud it up. Yeah, orders. All right. We'll get to that. Need be, I'll send you a picture of it. Not a problem. Okay. My bad. But anyhow, I believe, I know this is real long. This may have just gone long, but there you go. So I gotta figure out what the code is. We don't have time today. We'll get it fixed. I'll send you. Anyone who register for this webinar will get a copy of the picture. Okay. So I believe we're long on a weekly. Remember, we don't decide just by one indicator. Never do. It's a preponderance of evidence. Okay, it's a civil court. It's not a criminal court. So I believe this just went long. Okay, I'll show you something very close to that similarly. Here's the vols. Let me go to my spiel. 856. All right. We haven't come down as fast as we want. We did hit four sigma. That's what we have that 4 sigma for. The dash line. +4, -4. Remember, it's the inverse asset. It's a volatility. So we hit 4 sigma and pulled back. Usually it does. If it's going to go to 5, you'll know. You know why? It goes to 4 very, very fast. So it's under a lot of pressure. This is not as much. It came back. Market went up. You see the market there. You see the market pulling up. And now it's still holding on. If it holds on, you're going to have it drip. That's okay. I just don't want it to spike back up. And usually it doesn't. If you think about it, it's really a shock wave. You see that? But remember, volatility cycles are very predictable than price cycles. Always remember that. All right. This is OVX. We dropped CL. No more CL. I'm done with CL. So I don't know what we do there. Maybe we drop that. We'll look at these 3. Yeah, we'll see. VXN is NASDAQ. Same story, except a little bit more elevated. You can see it in the value, 23 versus 19. 4 points in a vol is a lot. Those of you who are math whizzes, you know what I'm talking about. That's not small. So, and you look at a high beta asset like Nasdaq, it's a problem. This is a Nasdaq. This is oil, which they use. By the way, I don't like this OVX because they use USO because of conflicts with CME, and CME owns NYMEX. CBOE, this is CBOE index. It's all politics. They're across the street from each other on Van Buren. Literally, you can walk and there's the L train above you. You can walk in the shadows or in the in the shade from one building to the other in the middle of Chicago. Of course, next to it is Johnny's favorite eating place, a watering hole called Al's Beef. Yeah, oh God, I hate that smell. Anyhow, how do you get there? I don't know. But nearby, maybe a block away. I don't know, but you can smell it. RVX, that's Russell. That's what we want to take a look at. To me, this is the story. It's in the let me go this. It's in the Sigma channel, -1, -2. Okay. Here's the CI, and slowly Russell is at least holding up. If this thing pulls down further, you're going to see Russell pop. And remember, this is crucial. The small caps. This is the they're sensitive to economy growth because they're smaller. They're not protected like let's say Google or Amazon because of size, sheer size. Also, they don't have much equity, so there's a lot of debt involved. There's some equity. If you look at the balance sheet, they have a different balance sheet than most high-tech companies. So that category, Russell 2000. It's a very good canary in the coal mine. Okay, maybe it was designed that way. I have no clue. Okay, SKEW. That's SQ. We talked about it yesterday in the chat. I think Joe brought that up. We appreciate that. Great question. You just Google it. The SIBO SQ white paper, and a little piece of it we publish in our PMT for a reason. Get you guys clued in on how professionals look at the market, and that's a view of. There we go. There's a link there too. That's a view of very large players. Why? SPX is expensive. Look at option chart with SPX. And bid ask as to why. And so when they come and hit it big, this moment pops. Look at it at 170. Design was 100 to 150. We've never gone that low. 111 is the lowest, all-time low. That's all-time low line. It's all-time high line. 170. When I got involved, it was like 123, 125. It just started. It was after the crash, the 2008 crash. It was. I think in 2009 they felt they needed it. Could have been late 2009, early 2010. I have looked at this every day. Every day. Of course, I put a Sigma challenge on it to better understand it in an all-time high, so I can get the respect for what the underlying is doing. Remember, it's a SIT index. You cannot trade it. It's posted one time at 5 p.m. Eastern after market close. It looks at the tail risk of, if you think of it as a bell curve, it's looking at the tail risk on the lower hand, on the left hand side of the strikes for SPX puts. Okay, so it's major. It's major. Okay, so that's what you have there. It's being peaks. It tells us we got a problem coming. You can see it. I first got into it, and we talked about it yesterday, in a big way. It was I mean, I'm busy in our PMT charts. You can go back. The archives are open. It goes back to, I don't know, very long, probably 2015, early 2016. There we go. You click on that, you can see the previews. It locks the last 4 weeks, but prior ones are open. And so you can see our charts. Okay? And you just click here. Then you click on the chart, it shows up the issue. I got to do a little cleanup because we got behind. There's some duplicates there. The issues that, not a duplicate, issue is repeated because it's reserved. It's preserved. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, this is 4 issues back. Right. Sorry. Scared me. There's archive. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, we're good. There we go. Huh? There's an issue there. No, we're good. 15 hasn't come. There we go. Yeah, these are the issues, but some of the duplicates we didn't post anything new. Unlike right now that we're getting back on the horse. And it's replicate every Friday. Whatever it's the last issue, it reserves. I'll drop some so it doesn't confuse you guys. We're going to clean our act, but remember what we've gone through since like May. TD. Okay. This is 402. This is VIX futures. We're at 902 right now. We got to move, guys. Okay. You'd see what we're using. It's a 3 months forward spread. So we're using October. October still leads. Or maybe today was, isn't that EXV? Murray. Yeah. Oh, no, we switched. We must have switched overnight. Yeah, because, or maybe it was Friday. Yeah, probably. Okay. We will go and change this. It's very simple, Jack. We go to VXX. That's November. Yeah, because we're expiration week. Yeah, they sometimes expire at that week on Tuesday or Wednesday morning, I think. Yeah, it's probably. It just probably went. I'm sorry. In 9:30, this settles. That's what that is. Yeah, that's probably is. So now we no longer have 22. We're looking at G22, which is February. So we're long November, short February. Okay. Yeah. Close it. Recompute. Okay, that's where we are. So the spread is 2.83 as of now, as we speak. Why? Because VIX futures trade overnight. You see the volume. Okay. We switched to X. So this baby is goner. Thank you. We're gonna put VXG in there. 22. Can't wait for next year. We're gonna have VXF23. I was on a bid tip for that aircraft. And I'm not gonna mention any words, but the powers to be at the time, a Democratic president who was very involved with the peace dividend called Osama bin Laden and Monica Lewinsky canceled our bid. Yeah, they went with F-22, and look what a mess it's been. They're going to bring F-23 back, you'll see. Much better with better avionics. Anyhow, next year we'll have F-23 here. I'm proud of that aircraft. Google it. All right. We pulled back here on the, let me finish here. 2.80. Okay. That's a negative. Remember, when we're peaking, it was dropping very fast. So we're meandering here. This is a very good feel about the, because there's a lot of activity here. There's a lot of bets on these. These are 1,000 times. So it's an expensive inverse asset. 2.83, we're near a neutral area. We're not peaking like here, when it becomes negative, and we're not near a bottom. Near bottom will be at 0. Okay, if you go back, you'll see. Or if I go here and say, give me 60 minutes of it, you'll see. You'll see what this animal looks like. Okay, always try to look at 30 of it if you're plotting it. Just the current contract and the spread. They can build that up. I added extra. I added the Sigma channel into the spread, so I have to write it a little bit differently. Okay, but it's there. So what does it tell me? We're middle of the road here on the volatility. Okay. Now SP2, probably the most coveted indicator we have. Marshall and I wrote that. No, that's not it. No, Marshall and I wrote what do you call it? Sorry, Marshall and I wrote. No, that's not it. Murray, what did we do? We did the DM. Oh, we did this. Sorry, just to be fair, we did this. This we wrote. Didn't get perfected until I got to Chicago, and it's been there since. It's beautiful. Now, SP2 is a different problem. This was a project I was intrigued by. It was a short-term cycle, okay, of SPX, and it only works on averages. SPX, okay, and you got to get some internals from them. So I'm not going to go inside and tell you what the internals are, but you got to take some internals in. It computes, and then you massage it, and then you have 3 lines. For SPX, 75, 50, and 25 works best. Again, you have to build the rules if you're first to the space. I wasn't afraid of being there because the stuff I got on these platforms for free were junk. And my logic later on became, if it's free, how can it be any good? Okay. So, and everybody else has it. The more we use something, the less power it has. So, long and short of it, 42, 48 now on SP2. The rules are 25 you buy, 75 or above you sell. But I would sell on a pull down. Okay. I would say go to a peak. You don't need to sell the peak. You want to sell a little bit after. You want to get the trend right. No, it doesn't matter you get a top price or not. But if your top price goes even higher, okay, that's not good. So you want to get a trend right. So you want to go to a peak, at extreme and pull back. That's a good indicator. Again, no one indicator should tell you what to do. It doesn't work like that. It's a preponderance of evidence. Okay, and so the fact that we're not pulling up, it's disheartening. But that's 50 bar. That's the effect of 50 bar. Okay, so the slope of these two matters. Remember, I don't know if some of you were there or not. Your presentation of SIBO all about was slope and color. Slope and color. So keep that in mind. All right, let's go to the next one quickly. Time-wise. Okay, we're gonna go here and hit this baby. There you go. SPX. Let's see how it is done. Yeah, it's just doing what I've been complaining about. It may do. Be careful. This is pulling back down. The spread is the issue, but this is also a very it has a problem staying at extremes. Okay, you can see it. It goes down, comes back up. It goes up, goes down. In the middle, it stays a lot of time, but up and down. This is 200 names. I'm saying SPX 500 names who are above their 200-day moving average. Okay, and if this gets to 50, it should be becoming alarming. So we got to watch this region between like 55 and 45. That's region, the locus of those series of numbers becomes crucial. In statistics, we call it the neighborhood. That neighborhood becomes crucial. Okay, that's that. Okay, so I'm done with PMT update here, and there's our charts. Here's our again as of now. This is our overnight, and you could see we came back a little bit, bounce of -1. Sigma, 30 minutes is very good. Most large trades I know in Chicago, I don't mean big guys like Ken Griffin. No. But I'm talking about the couple of tiers below that, who run money for themselves, for family, or for different firms. Uh, what you got here is it's look at 30 minutes. I don't know if they do Bollinger. They probably do Bollinger Bands. I don't know if they do it the way we do, but yeah, I've learned over the years to learn a little bit good things from each person, kind of coagulate them, see what works for me, and then sit there and do it. Sit there and do it. Okay. Why don't I take your questions? Any questions for me? And first of all, I thank you all for attending. We'll make this a little bit better, a little bit better. But again, it's be Wednesdays, and you don't have to re-register for the next 12 issues or 11 issues. You get reminded. One day, 4 hours, 1 hour. And the reason I did send it out yesterday early was I could send out this morning and say, come on in. It would be a shock that early because you have to register and come back and so forth. Okay. Please use your first and last names. We want to be compliant with SEC and CFTC. Any questions for me? Well, thank you all for attending. And remember, always watch your bet size. Please bet small and responsibly. Okay, I say that to myself too. When I get into trouble, is because momentarily I did not follow that same advice, or the market fooled me. Look good, look good. Greed comes in. Remember, our fight is always going to be between fear and greed. That's all of these fights are. If you look at this is your fear, okay? Oh, this is. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a working model. This is a good working model, but we're not there yet. You can see what's done. Yeah, we're gonna add this to the first one. Remember, we have two systems running: opening range and this one. Opening range is gonna be a big return because of the shape, the time that thing kicks in. But this is good too. So here's what we've done. This whole concept: DMZ plus ATR. Slight modifications if you were there. Make sure ATR calculations are correct. Okay, and this is by itself. I don't know how many days it's looking back. That's the equity curve. But don't let that fool you. And we're not finished yet. We're probably another week or two away. But hopefully by Friday we'll finish for the opening range, and then we go to this. This is the second part of it puzzle. This is opening range. It doesn't trade there. This trades afterwards. Okay, yeah. So tremendous value. What we're offering is tremendous value. I know I've got hedge guys saying you should not be giving this away to anybody yet. I said, let me get some traction. Let me get some usage on. Then we'll talk. Then I'll come in with more armed with more data and more bullets. But all we're trying to do is figure out the demilitarized zone. Thank you. Thank you, Grumpino. Thank you, Grumpino. By showing up at DMZ that day when I was finishing that code, I was talking to Ken Simmons. Ken laughed his head off because you rascal. I said, yeah. I mean, yeah, what are you going to call it? You don't want to be in between these two lines. That's where decision point is. That means you're going to get into trouble if you're short. Or if, for example, if it goes through it. Or if it goes from the above to bottom. If you're long, you're getting in trouble. If it goes through it from bottom to top, if you're short, you're in trouble. Okay? But as long as it's outside the limit zone, just continue. Here's a trend change. Think about it. Look at that. So now the problem you got to think about this is the opening salvo. Okay, because there's no overnight here. Remember, it's a dot D. That's a problem. Oh, that's even on ES. Yeah. That's on ES. Hold on, Murray. Hold on. It is NQ. So yeah, same setup. Yes. You see the short there? Not too shabby. For 2/3 out, and then 1/3 is running. Okay, another one. We're almost there, guys. But I'm very finicky. Remember, I come from black projects at Nordstrom, and so you got to test, you got to test, you got to test. We ran. I can't tell you how long. X number of years, okay, in simulation before the first V2 part was built. That was used in the aircraft, not for static testing. We had some radio signature static testing. But I can't get into any detail. These are 40 years old, 45 years, 40 years old. But that's what that was. Remember, I was very, very young. and I got exposed to a lot of stuff. Basically, because this stuff, this stuff. I was doing a lot of DSP back then too, but on the contract. Yeah, forget about this one. There's no optimization. There's no pullback. It's not finished. I don't even know how far back it's looking, but you can see where it's coming in. Let's take a look at that quickly. It's 126 days. Okay. All right. So uh, there's filters coming in. Build filters. We'll deal with that, but we'll release that when it's ready. But my point is, what matters here. And let me put this one on a little bit. I could do that too a little bit better. Even. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is your fear. I'm saying this is your greed. This is your fear. You got to take advantage of that. This is going to change constantly. If you could go to 5 minutes, whatever. But generally speaking, you have a neighborhood there that you need to make some decisions. And as these colors change, this color coding is telling you something. So our task is to digitize this. And we're going to get there. We will. We've gotten this far. So if there will, there's a way. Yeah. So a little bit busy. I've been a little bit behind. It's been a major project. And actually, I had cut back a little bit my trading. I told the investors, I said, guys, so I got to do what I got to do. This is my calling. I got to do this. And the last presentation I gave, which was on system, was my first ever system webinar. And that's why, because I didn't believe in it. Because there was such a mess in the 90s. Last time I looked at any trading system was back then. We had some primitive that was used to get us into Time Digest, the Hornet system. But that was just a trend following. Nothing fancy like this. He didn't have a 3 minute. That was a daily. Didn't have a fancy stop management, also all the conditions you have here. So this code, I don't know how long it is. It's huge, but I don't have no idea. I forgot. It's 300-400 lines long. Yeah. So, all right, that's it. Let's go trading. It's 9:16, guys. Okay, I gotta get this post process. Any questions for me? Thank you for attending. Again, next week, same time. I'll do less talking. How's that? Again, when you come in here, please, first name and last name. I would appreciate that. That's all we're asking for you to do, so that we don't get in trouble and things are cool. Thank you. Closing it. Okay.